the Zach'n'Beats podcast. It's episode 36, and it's a rare one, isn't it, Beats?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to push the boundaries of our interaction with our audience. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the sweeping reward changes that were just announced a few hours ago. There's some drama, you could say, in the Discord. But let's get through what we had planned first, and then we can talk shop or changes. Normally, we ask guests to come on the show, but after calling Mr. Sage out on our last episode with the Ladies of the Hunt, he reached out to you and wanted to, I guess, clear his name. So I had mentioned the possibility of him maybe being a cheater. It was speculative, but just it didn't cross anybody else's mind. So that's why I brought it up, because it was a possibility. Seeing his name seemingly just pop up there on the leaderboards last minute, I'm like, what the hell is it? Where's this guy come from? Who is this guy? So, Mr. Sage, without further ado, how are you?
I am doing good. It's good to be on the podcast. And yeah, I actually listened to that again, and I think it was Beats that said maybe I just printed a bunch of blueprints.
Yeah.
But it's not what I did either.
I wanted to be right.
Oh, I'm happy when Beats isn't right.
But you weren't right either, so
yeah.
I'm okay.
Dead wrong.
It was all legit, but yeah,
So
I was thinking of trying it again this month, but no.
I was very happy that you reached out, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Because I know you said you had a wild month, but of course, let's do the IT guy stuff where like, hey, where do you hunt, and how did you hear about the game?
Right.
Well, I'm Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So it's a city, but still, when I first started playing, there was no user vaults really. There was a couple, but it's better now. And honestly, it's funny when I think about like where I heard about the game, I have no idea. I don't know if I seen an ad somewhere. I just downloaded it one day, started playing it, had no idea what to do. And yeah, eventually figured it out and kept playing. And that was maybe like a year ago, just before the Canada Day event. So.
Oh, wow. A year ago.
About that, yeah.
So you're telling me I should have seen your name a couple times.
Well, I'm surprised you hadn't.
Yeah.
He's still going
on. Surprised you hadn't seen at least once, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I just really enjoy saying Mr. Sage. But yeah.
And you said that was just like a play on your name, right? Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
Else.
Yeah.
So it is really though Mr. Sage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody said like Mistosage, and I was like, that's definitely not right.
Mr.
Well,
Sausage.
I referred my sister, and she made her name Miss Sage. Super close, and if I see it, I see sausage. And yeah. And just because I told her when that comes out, she's got to change hers.
Well, there are no name changes right now. We established that. I'm Zach forever.
Maybe you'll pay some crypto to change it in the future.
Yeah, you guys want some crypto back?
But before we get into all those changes, Mr. Sage, you did have an epic run last month. So let's hear about where did you place and how did you get there? Because obviously you did not cheat. You would have been gone. And you said you didn't print blueprints. So let's hear it. Go for it.
Well, I did print Tiki blueprints. I printed 24 out of 27. So however much leaderboard points that is, I think it's pretty minuscule in the end. But
yeah.
Yeah, like I was thinking about it after. Maybe it might not be as crazy as I thought it was, but I just happened to, I took 2 weeks off work, which equals out to a month. And because I had a daughter at the beginning of the month.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. So I had all this free time and I thought, well, I made free time. I was probably gone a little more than I should have been, but yeah, it was maybe a week and a half left in the month. And I realized where I was at on the leaderboards, and somebody I had referred randomly printed a red QB, and I looked at the leaderboards and I shot up quite a few positions. So I thought, well, I got all these other referrals that are pending, and I just started making phone calls, taking people out hunting, calling other people, making them, physically taking them, hitting vaults, taking them to the print shop, printing it. And yeah, so that was pretty much it. Just referrals and hitting vaults like crazy near the end of the month. doing laps around the hospital when I was there, getting walking challenges done every day. And
There you go.
But-
Do you know how
Yeah.
many referral
Fantastic.
red QB prints you
I-
had?
track, tiki
Oh.
prints.
Lost track.
Well, it wasn't that many. I have 12 total, but I think it was 7 or 8 for the month. And that's
Wow.
like getting them to upgrade to level 3, all the minor rewards that come with it.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of work. It was like pulling teeth getting people to come coin hunting with me. And, it's
Well done.
hard to get into it, it seems, but yeah.
You did it. You got
Yeah.
rewarded.
I would place a little better. I ended up 7th in global
Okay.
and 3rd in Canada. And
Okay.
it was funny, actually, because I was hunting on the last day. 10 minutes before reset, I got passed by Zeph. And I don't know how he did it. He told me he
Bastard.
printed teeth. All right, I'll accept it, I guess. But yeah, but that's all I wanted was to get mentioned on the podcast. That's why I decided to go for it. So I got
Nice.
mentioned.
You got mentioned, yeah. Probably not what you wanted, but
Yeah.
you got mentioned.
Good publicity, I guess. Yeah, still cool to get mentioned. And
Yeah, Manel says any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. Any news is good news, right?
then after you said, "Oh, it's not a bad idea to have you on," I thought, what am I getting myself into? I'm not, I don't have tons to say, but yeah.
No, you're good.
Anybody who loves Coin Hunt World is able to jibe with us. I mean, as soon as
Right.
we start talking about it, that's where everybody comes alive. So
So true.
it's cool. Bring it on. With that in mind, let's at least talk about the other changes that came before this one today. You think so?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay. Let me jump back over here. All right. So the first thing was I don't know if this is direct. I don't know. I don't have any words for this one. The user vault, I guess, exploit got changed. There's no way to use that anymore to your advantage, and you only have 1,000 resin that ever count for your leaderboards. So I assume all of us have done that times 10.
It was 10,000 resin, right?
I thought it was 1,000. I literally filling. Oh wait, 10,000? 10,000 is in no. That's filling one single user vault.
Well, 100 pucks, right? So wait,
I remember the
Yeah.
word 1,000, which
I thought it was 10 user vaults, which would be 10,000 resin, right?
10,000 would be one user vault, right?
Oh, so it's 100,000?
Is it
There's-
I don't remember that word. Mr. Sage, help us.
Well, they're counting. So 100 pucks is one user vault, right? So 1,000 pucks.
Right.
That was my assumption, but so yeah, 10 user vaults. Once you build all 10 of yours or whoever's, I think you're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
Did we expect that as the answer to this?
Well, how many people were really doing that, do you think? Deleting user vaults just to rebuild them? I think that was happening a lot.
At least a few people, for sure.
All right. It helped line locks a couple times, right? The word you left out was pucks, 1,000 resin pucks. So
Oh, which are 100 each.
yes, yeah.
Gotcha. There we go. So that's 100,000, which is your 10 vaults.
All right. Yeah, we did it in a roundabout weird way, but we got there.
I didn't think of it in that way until just now. But okay, yeah. So sorry to those people that were doing that. I as I have famously said, I did not think that was part of the game anyway.
I feel like they didn't really have a problem with it. They didn't see it as a bad thing, and so at least that's the way I felt. I'm speaking for them, but I feel like it came out as an exploit. But I was like, well, I mean, I when you heard him a couple weeks ago on that Friday call, you could tell that he wasn't a fan of it. So, but prior to that, I didn't think that he had an issue with it, to be honest. So I was surprised to see it happen. I like it, but to me, the leaderboards are like wild now because I know it's the beginning of the month. We're still only 7 days in, but it's like if I don't do anything, I'll end up like 70th. I'm like, oh, I'm way down there. And then I finish. I'm like, oh, I'm top 20 at the end of the day. So it's like weird, you know?
Mr. Sage, are you getting all your walking in?
I was this month. I missed today. I only got goal 5. I'm going to be taking it easy. I'm off work. I'm going to be staying at home. Yeah, not doing it this month.
Yeah. It's a task. It's a chore. Like, I mean, to find the time, because I'm going to try to do it again in the future. I'm going to slowly try to progress up, but I wish it were more like you could run and have it done sooner, but like it doesn't really feel that way for me. So for me, I've been, since the very first day, I ran, jogged / walked it all, and it took 9 miles for me. And ever since then, I've just been breaking it up to 2 to 4 to 5 chunks of just when I have time and when it makes sense, like to walk down a trail to get a ball or whatever. So how about you, Beats?
The sensible thing.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just, like I said, I've been breaking it up. I'm a creature of habit. So as soon as I find something that works, I just stick to it. So like I've said, I've been like sticking right to the reset, going right out. So I'm trying to spread out that pain on my feet or whatever you want to call it. So like trying to, as soon as I can, get some walking in, go to sleep, get some rest, and then wake up the next morning before work. And when I used to get up and run right out to go drive and get keys, I just get up and start walking. So that's obviously nicer. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now, and that's working so far.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I always want to get out and walk at the end of the day, like at night, like after I put my girls down. But my older one, she hasn't been in summer school. She just started today, so it might get easier, but she hasn't been in summer school. So she'd go, like, sometimes be up to like 9:30, 9:40. I'm like, God, go to sleep. You know, and then after that, my wife wants to spend time with me. So, and then by the time that's done, she's usually falling asleep like 10:30, 11. And then I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. You know what I mean? So, but then I like turn around and try to do it in the morning before everybody's awake, and it's really hard to squeeze it in for me. But
Mr. Sage, do you have a daily routine? What do you do?
I did. Like last month, I'd go for my walk first thing in the morning every day, do it till it's done. Just walking, no running.
All at once?
But all at once?
But yeah, it would take me about 3 hours usually, roughly.
Whew.
Like the area here, it's just walk around the river. It's real nice. There's a bunch of bridges, so just do laps around there and hit what vaults I can.
Pretty
You
flat,
have
I
a
guess,
bunch
since
of
it's a river.
UVs?
Yep, quite a few UVs, yep. There was a couple days there, like after the event, I decided I wasn't hitting vaults. I was going to go into key hoarding mode, so I was just walking. I wasn't worried about hitting vaults. And then,
wow, that makes 7th place even more impressive.
yeah, could have went a lot harder than I did last month. Yeah, so. But this month, I don't know. Between work, like if I'm working, it's 12-hour days, so I get my steps in where I can. And yeah, for the most part, I try to get them every day. But yeah, I just go for a good 3-hour walk, and that usually gets it done for the most part.
Yeah. I like how you just nonchalantly, yeah, it's 3-hour walk, nothing big. Like a lot of like Beats, like whatever, a couple days, and he's like, my feet hurt.
Oh, I have that issue too. Yeah.
I tried to do it all at once. That did not work.
Order the right shoes for it, and yeah, it was definitely hard on me, but I just keep walking. You know, take a break if you need it, and keep going, and that way it beat the heat too a little bit. Go early in the morning. So.
I've never cared about this before, but do you or Zach, do you have a shoe recommendation?
I mean I do, but I historically,
not like because it's cool. I mean,
no. I the shoes that I like the most for running are hideous. Like they're fugly. Yes, that's a word.
That's not the. I'm looking for like a brand. Like what?
Yeah, I know.
What? Where's? Oh, you just don't want to say it. Okay, because it's that bad.
I can't remember. Sorry.
They're like, oh, I thought you were gonna say like they're like dad shoes or something.
The Saucony Triumph.
Saucony. Okay, I've heard that name before.
I don't know if I say their brand name right, but
Saucony sounds right.
But
yeah,
but the Triumph is like the most cushioned shoe they have, and for me, when I run, I mean, I assume I'm like equating walking and running. And for me, it felt I had like the least amount of injuries, I guess, from my running when I used that shoe.
Sure.
Although, when I was listening to the girls podcast, Ladies of the Hunt, Corkio mentioned Hoka's, and they are super popular and known to be a very cushiony shoe as well. But like she mentioned, like it's hard to find them cheap. Like, I mean, you can find deals on them, so look for a deal if you're like me and cheap. But same thing with the Triumphs. I think I saw the 17th or 18th version of them on Amazon for like $90. But
Hoka's.
yeah, but Hoka's. I've never tried them. Supposedly they're really good, but they actually kind of have like I want to say like I don't want futuristic isn't the right word, but they're not as hideous as the shoes I have. They look kind of cool, but
Okay.
so if you're a little embarrassed by the shoe you're wearing,
I passed that stage. Mr. Sage, do you have a recommendation? Do you care?
No.
Do you just wear whatever?
I'm
Oh,
wearing
okay.
some Nike training shoes, and
Yeah.
they're comfortable. My feet don't hurt too much by the end of the day. So.
Right on.
that's
Fair
really the most important thing, though. I mean, running is a lot harder on your body than walking is, and I'm not downplaying the effects of walking, but like hitting the harder your feet and body hit the ground, the harder the impact, the harder it is in all your joints, your knees, your hips,
your knees, right?
everything. So, yeah. So, anyways,
That's why one of the very first episodes that we talked about, I had asked about like why people run on the road and not on the sidewalk.
oh yeah, that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I brought up.
that was in our off-topic section.
It was. We have an off-topic this time too. All right. So one other thing before we get to the meat here was that photo quests were going to just be everywhere. You were going to get photo quests they said more than before. So let's do a photo quest check-in. Mr. Sage, have you had a photo quest in the past couple days?
None, not one. And that's hitting quite a few vaults too. And I keep expecting to get one. Haven't seen any. So I don't know. Just certain people, I guess.
All right.
I'm a little disappointed. I really want one. I'm like, come on. You wouldn't give me one very often when you're giving out keys for free. Like, at least give me one now.
Mystery boxes, yeah. Now they're resource boxes.
Yeah. So everybody was. I'm surprised how many
I did
people
not get one
complaining about that. Yeah. I didn't either. So, but I'm surprised how many people are complaining about. Like, I just like. I feel like I just rag on the same thing every single week, like a broken record. Like, the game has to make money. It has to be sustainable.
Oh, here we
like,
go. Okay.
Every week. And then like these people just bitch and moan with every small change. You're like, Jesus Christ, do you think this guy's just going to give you his checkbook and be like, here, write your own check? Like, come on. Seriously. Be realistic. That's all I'm saying.
So let's get to exactly what you're talking about. Just before we went to this recording today, they dropped some.
Oh, wait,
bombs
Beats.
here.
I have one more question that I wanted to ask Mr. Sage.
Do it.
And that's, have you unlocked Uphold?
Oh, yeah. I've had Uphold for a while. I've been unlinking it and then linking it again, but it's
really?
up now. I'm leaving my crypto in game. Just I'm anticipating a shop drop or something, or a staking, but yeah, I'm leaving it in there now. I've cashed up a bit since
you're saying a shop drop that would allow you to pay for with crypto?
Yes.
Okay.
I've heard rumors about it, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, we've been suggesting it for months and months and months and months, and I'm, to be real.
You've been.
Well, yes. I mean, that. I'm just gonna let you talk, Beats, so you can go back to what you were saying. Sorry.
Why? That was good.
Okay, fine. I'll just go there. I'm frustrated because I've been preaching on ways to save money for the game for seemingly since the very start, and I feel like just in 1 year, out the other. In 1 year, out the other. In 1 year, out the other.
Okay,
Let's come on.
Let's go back.
Be real. It's like the only thing I can actually say that I understand is that, like, every single change takes development time. So technically it takes money to make every single one of these changes. But like the most basic, easiest change you can make is just to downgrade the reward payout.
Okay,
Go ahead,
let's
Beats.
jump into the sweeping reward changes that Zach
See,
is
I
talking
told you
about
to go ahead.
and has been talking about for quite some time. Zach, who is the protector of the treasury, who always says we need to make money somehow. And guess what? Today he was vindicated because sweeping changes, system vaults now give only 2 cents of crypto for the perfect, and user vaults still remain 10 cents. So that's nice. But then green vaults respawn every other day, and yellow vaults respawn every fortnight. Which, for those of you that are not playing that game, it's every 2 weeks. And I think what I'm going to call the biggest, I hate the word nerf, but the biggest change of all is that crypto will not drop for anywhere, any blue or white vaults during events. So let's just start with, Zach, you have a million things to say. Mr. Sage, how does this affect you?
Yeah, there's a lot there, eh? Like, the green and yellow vaults, I'm not super happy about. If anything, I'll save keys though, so I'll live.
Okay.
And like, there's more than enough user vaults on my route. I barely hit system vaults anyway, so that's not a huge deal either. But like during the events, not getting any crypto, I'm okay with it. I can see why people are upset because I'm assuming that's when most people get their biggest deposits is during those events.
Absolutely.
And I'm in it for the QBs too, so I'm okay with it personally. But
Okay.
like, I'm okay with hitting system vaults for just resources, as long as the new blueprints they come out with don't require more resources. Like if
Ooh.
they take way more than they once did because you're getting it every time, I don't think that would be fair. But other than that,
Ooh.
I'm fine with these changes. Whatever they got to do to keep the game going and make it work, that it's not a big deal to me. But
Do you mostly hit user vaults anyway? Like that part doesn't matter to you?
usually, yeah. For the most part, like if there's a system vault there, I'll hit it too. But I'm not going to go out of my way. Like anywhere in the city where I go hunt, it's runs of user vaults, so there's very few system vaults in between anyway.
Nice. All right.
Yeah,
So
that's a pretty positive take on it, really. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've made decent crypto off the game, so if they're going to nerf system vaults, like if they would have nerfed user vaults, I might have been a little upset about it. But I don't know. It is what it is. We'll see when the event comes around. Maybe it'll be easier to finish the quest line. So
one thing that it immediately changed for me was moving user vaults. So I have user vaults that are out like further away where I cannot walk. Well, I don't walk. It's harrowing to try to walk in certain places around me. So I do not do that. But I'm going to start moving some, and I'm getting my wife to move some of the ones that were over in the shopping plaza and over towards where I can walk now, because at least I can hit those instead of the system vaults I was happy with before. So that's one change that I know I'm going to make immediately. The green vaults hurt. That hurts. I used to hit them all the time, and the crypto during the events hurts a lot. Go ahead, Zach. Fire away.
no, I mean, there's no vindication. There's no,
Right,
there's
this whole
no,
time.
there's none of that. There's none of that. There's no vindication. Like, I think everybody, if they were just real with themselves, they would know. Like,
Even when you talked about the UK, like in the Google Play reviews and things, you were like, no, it's because they're losing money. And here it is. That has to be what it is, right?
I feel like you're, bait hook, fish bait hook.
I'm baiting you into a.
Yeah, I feel like you're baiting me
Okay.
into this.
I
I'll
removed
just
that
say
from the
that.
record.
I'll just say that, like, they've made it clear that they want the game to be sustainable long term. We know that, or we don't know of very many, if any, revenue sources right now. So, I mean, from my perspective, it's frustrating because I feel like we've been asking to give them crypto back for seemingly 2 years. Like,
You have for sure.
right. I mean, it's, in in hindsight, it seems like wouldn't be in this place if they would have, done that.
Like made
That said,
gradual changes.
that said, I mean, like, look, Bill's successful, smart, and in the position he's in now because he's smarter than me. But I mean, that's what it is. So, like, who am I to suggest anything? I mean, I'm just a member of the community. But at the same time, like all of us, I think I want the game to be sustainable long term. So like I get that people are frustrated about the changes, and I mean I wouldn't be surprised if there are more changes. I just
Right.
sooner than you want. I'm just saying, like, we've got to be realistic. But like in hindsight, like it's difficult because it's always easy to say in hindsight. But in hindsight, like if they could have released NFTs like with this nerf, I think everybody would have been like, well, fine, okay. Because like then if you're able to, list a rare QB on OpenSea, you can make more than you thought or more than you lost even back. So that's one thing like that, but again, they only have so much development they can do at once. And so, I mean, this game's awesome either way. So I want it to be successful more than probably you even know. So I just want to be positive about it, but at the same time, I'm realistic. So I don't know.
So Zach, just a question. You said like people have been volunteering to give crypto back to the game. So if they were to have a shop drop, like what would you be willing to pay in crypto from the game to buy a QB or a blueprint out of the store? Like you personally.
Give
I know
it
how
to
much
them.
I do, but what would you be willing to do?
That's a good question, actually. I think again, it would be back to the rarity. Like, I mean, like, if it's a common one, then like, I think $2 would be the cost, $2 of crypto. And I think, if it's, cause that's 100,000 of them, and if it's one of those, one of rare ones, and then I think it's $20. And if it's one of the epic ones, like, that's a difficult pill to swallow. So I don't know how many people would jump on board there, but that is basically why I go back to, if they would have done this with the NFT release, then it's a lot more sensible because, well, I mean, they could still do this. They could still enable the purchasing of these blueprints when they have OpenSea out, because if you open up the shop and you say, all right, there's only 200 of these, or there's only 500 of these. Oh, but they cost, what is it? Wouldn't that be 2 red keys?
$200.
Yeah, they cost $200, but there's only 500 of them, and they're NFTs, and you can either buy them with keys or crypto. I mean, obviously the choice would be keys, but like, say there was a discount with the crypto,
Obviously.
like it's a $100 instead of 200, then I could see people doing it, not only because it's technically half the price, but it's also supporting the longevity of the game. I mean, in a sense, you're putting money into someone else's pocket when it could be yours, but like people like me would probably do that. Like, which I know a handful of people at least that would do that.
Let me test your theory of like NFTs offsetting the crypto. Mr. Sage, do you have any NFTs from the game?
I have one, and that's the starting one from this Y event.
Me too. That's
Yeah.
it. So I think the NFTs being introduced.
No, wait.
You mean the QBs and the blueprints?
Yeah, they said anything
All right,
epic or above has the ability to be minted. And I mean, I would say you're probably going to have, I mean, not a whole lot of people, but there's definitely a bunch of people that are willing to buy like oddball prints, like we said, like the leprechaun number 69. Somebody might be like, I'll give you $100 for that. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
or leprechaun 420 or something like that. So
Right.
the 420th printed is like the idea. Or if they end up with stats, like if a leprechaun has like all 9 stats, like on a scale of 0 to 10, like 9 across the board, that'd be pretty fucking rare, even though leprechauns are like a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? So
right.
like that, there's potential revenue sources in the future for players, and I feel like none of them are absorbing that and understanding that and taking it into consideration when changes like this are made. Now, am I frustrated about the change overall? Yes, because like we've thrown out ideas over the past year and a half, like I said, that could have delayed this more, that they haven't adopted. But at the end of the day, it's not my decision. It's not even my, like, in a way, I shouldn't even be talking about it. But we love the game, so we're here. We're talking about it. Yeah. But like, I feel like Bill is like, the power hitter on the team, and he swings for the fence every fucking time. Whereas like I'm the guy who's going to go up there and bunt the ball. You're
playing it safe.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. So like we're built mindset differently,
And so I would tack on to that and say through our suggestions were kind of about playability, about making the game just like you had to dodge and weave and learn more trivia, or play this day and not that day, or play this hour and not that. Like, it involved more gameplay, and this feels just like a total like wet blanket over everything, just like a system vault shutdown basically, which we knew has always been coming, but this feels extreme. It's a lot all at once.
It does, but to be fair, like I felt big time that there were so many more vaults around me when they changed keys to vaults. It was just like, oh, I don't have to go nearly as far to get as many vaults as I did before.
Maybe if they would have pushed it all together and said keys are going away and you're going to get a whole bunch more system vaults, but they're going to be worth 2 cents.
They're going to be shit.
And then so this other. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Sage.
No, I was going to say like at least they could maybe revamp happy hour, change something there to get incentive. It's only an hour a day, right?
I love that idea.
I kind of.
You hate it, don't you?
I feel like they should have done revamp. Did you say revamp happy hour?
Yeah, they got to do something.
Like double the crypto for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
maybe not the crypto, but give system vaults a bump now, or I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, like if system vaults had extra resin or extra paint, like I mean, people would waste a key on that, and they would have to pay out less crypto for it. Like I don't know. These small ideas that I don't know. They're doing their own thing, and it's fine.
I feel like there's like two types of players: the ones that only want the crypto, that's all they care about, and then there's the people that are looking for the QBs for the future, and that's why I'm just surprised they haven't like released.
I think
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
There's a third category too, like those that just sell to get more keys to go, make more crypto, or
eventually, yeah. I suppose.
I'm none of those things. I like just collecting everything and getting all the crypto.
You're like the player they're trying to get rid of. How do you get rid of this Beats guy?
As I've said, like, hey, you're trying to stop me from collecting all that I can. So this is the way they're doing it, or this is one way they're doing it. And so we've known this was coming for a while. I know that one thing that really alarmed me, that I haven't said anything for a long time, but was in the Hunter's Lodge. Somebody mentioned about the partnerships and things like that, and Cuckoo Puff's response was something like, feel free to connect us to blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, this is what I've been thinking the whole time. Cuckoo Puffs, aren't you the guy with the connections? Aren't you the guy with the crypto exchange? Why are we supposed to come up with something? I know that somebody somewhere out there might do that, but I'm a nobody. We're nobodies unless this thing takes off. But that's not where my head is at, is getting Apple to approve, or getting the, I don't know, Lowe's to start doing lumber QBs, or I don't know whatever they're looking for, because I have no realm. Obviously I'm not a business guy, so that strikes me as totally tone deaf to me. So maybe to somebody else, they want to run out and get their local coffee shop to start doing a QB or something. But it just doesn't make any sense to me why we would do those partnerships. Maybe you guys think differently.
Mr. Sage?
Well, as far as the partnerships go, I don't fully understand it either. Like, I don't know, it'd be cool if you went to 7-Eleven and there was some kind of bonus for having Coin Hunt on your phone, and maybe there was a vault there and you got bonus points for buying whatever. But like you said, like, I'm not going to go talk to them about it, or Like,
Right.
I've got stickers printed up with my referral code on it.
Yep.
No bites. Haven't got a single referral out of that. You try to bring it up to random people. Most people don't want to hear about it. So I don't know how like a normal guy would bring it up to a business. So
That's my point.
I don't
Right.
see it in our hands at all. Yeah.
Well, I actually have brought or connected Cuckoo Pups with somebody. I don't know if it's going to pan out or, flame into anything at all. I don't know what's came of it. I'm assuming nothing, but I'm hoping something. I just connected them. That's all I did. So, but I would say in response to that, Mr. Sage, is that like one of the better things I thought you could do is other crypto platforms, like not just platforms, but other crypto games or whatnot. And I think, Marlov and I've seen other people, not just Marlov, but other people express
Shout out Wiki.
frustration that, other games that they're into, like, seems to have like fizzled out partnership wise. And that's, I think, I'm speaking for him, and it's not really my business, but I feel like it's because like he swings for the fence, and the risk of being associated with maybe a bad personality or a game that, gets hacked or that steals people's money, like that's not worth the risk of partnering with somebody like that, because it could give your game a bad name in the end. So I understand his hesitation, or maybe it's back to what I said before, though, just swinging for the fence. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to partner with Google. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard people say things about like connecting to like other games, and I've never seen that in the business model, and I'm not sure how a game connecting to another game would help either game. They're almost competitors in some way for your attention and for your ad space, listening, watching kind of space. You want to connect to the brick and mortar kind of things that are just a business that you're drawing people to.
Well, this game's trying to get you out of your house,
right?
And being active, going to these businesses. So I don't know how it would mesh with another game.
Well, you're right. You're right. I think long term, but like we talked about before, like sustainability, longevity, and I think they need, frankly, it sounds like they need more time to develop their business model, if you will, like reaching out to those brick and mortar stores or partnering with those organizations that aren't crypto related. But for example, Hero Trainer, I'm just going to lay down there. Like I connected him with the dev for Hero Trainer, and like my ideas was pretty damn simple. Like he gives away the Hero Trainer developer. Like I didn't get into details with any of them. I just connected them and said I think it'd be really cool if you guys partnered together to figure something out. But like didn't give any ideas, any suggestions, nothing. I tried to keep it simple and like connect them. And I was like, but like in the end, I'm thinking like, what if like on the other platform, you could buy a $5 gift card and get a mystery box. Like obviously a mystery box isn't worth $5. So if I don't know this, but if Hero Trainer is willing to pay $250 for a mystery box that is at most worth whatever, I guess it would be worth $5 at most, $5 at most. But like if it averaged out to like it's worth $2, then. And they're getting $250 for it, and I'm just throwing out numbers. They might have like that might not be worth their time unless they get like 50% margin or something. I don't know. But like if they made enough, like, and I don't even know if the Hero Trainer guy would be on board with this, but I'm just like, I would play Hero Trainer and cash in a $5 gift card for a mystery box in Coin Out World. I would, like, hands down, no question asked. But like that might not be a thing. People in the community might not think that's fair or whatever. But like I'm just giving ideas about ways to make money. Like, yes, that could make you money. Like if it averaged out to where, that mystery box costs you $2 and they give you $250 for it, then you're technically making 50 cents back.
In my mind, in that scenario that you're saying, you're basically stacking your activity. You're walking and getting both rewards at the same time, which neither one of those people are going to like.
For the player, yes, but like for them, it's just like I don't actually know how Hero Trainer makes revenue, but like they obviously give out Amazon gift cards and all kinds of gift cards to brick and mortar stores, and so why couldn't they do something with Coin World? What if it's just a QB? After you get 1 million steps or whatever, you're eligible to buy a certain QB, or and once you buy that in the Hero Trainer store, it somehow translates into like that you qualifying to get that QB from the shop in Coin Hunt World. I mean, like I could think of
To
a
me-
million different, and then like wait, if you had to pay $50 for it and they turn around and give 40 of that back to Coin Hunt World, like that's $40 you didn't have. Like I would do that. I guarantee 60 of the players that are in the guild with me would do the same thing. So like I don't know. It's just I get that 60 times 60, whatever, only a whatever $1,200, but like think of if your half your player base did that instead of like 60 people. But I'm just saying. Sorry.
You know, Zach, when you put it that way, like if I could do that, I probably would too, playing another game, because I'm borderline obsessed with Coin Hunt World though. So the time I'm at home, if I could be earning rewards on Coin Hunt World through another game, I'd probably do it.
Yeah, and not only that, like think about if it's just a QB, you can turn around or it could be a blueprint, but like you turn around and that's going to be a very rare QB or blueprint that would probably go for several red keys at minimum. So then you can play the next event basically, free.
I think bottom line, you're looking at app competition. You're asking Coin Hunt World to shut down their app to open another app to go into there, and I don't think that's like bottom line. Like that's a no-no. Like you always want to stay in your app.
I don't see that at all. But
like you want to walk into Walmart with the Coin Hunt World open because you're getting that 5% off. Like you want to have Coin Hunt World open.
They're different apps. So like one of the very reasons why I reached out and thought these guys would be good to partner with is because the Hero Trainer app does not require you to have the app open.
Fair enough.
Open it once a day and sync your steps and you close it. I mean, you can do other stuff in the game too, but I'm just saying, like, it's not like Coin Hunt World where you have to have the game up. So like in my mind, I was like, they're not competing with each other. And if they could partner and then they could probably share a player base, then they would grow over time too, together. But like, again, it's not my call. And I get the biggest hurdle here, aside from legal, would probably be app development. And it's not like they can snap their fingers and do this. You know what I mean? So like, I get the hesitation. I get that it's not as just simple as spatting it out. Like, but at the same time, I'm like, you got to do something. Yeah. So anyway.
We were told that the next event that will be no crypto will be for you, Mr. Sage, Canada Day. Do you plan on playing Canada Day? Saving up for it?
Yep, I plan on playing. I'll be at work. I'll be in a smaller city, but no, actually, I should be in the capital of Saskatchewan, so it should be okay. But
where's that?
I'll play. Regina.
Oh, we know about Regina. It rhymes with fun.
I'd rather hunt in my own city because it seems to be set up better, but Regina's all right too. But,
all right, cool.
I'll take it.
Who is that? Something King.
King Thermos.
Yeah. Maybe he introduced you to the game?
No, I don't know if I just seen a random ad pop up somewhere, but I just downloaded it, no background on the game at all, and started playing. So, yeah.
What's the population there in Regina?
No, in Saskatoon. You're in Saskatoon.
I don't know the number.
Okay.
It's a fair size city though. Like they're about the same size.
Okay, so you're not.
Regina and Saskatoon are about the same size?
How far away are they?
I would say so. 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, more than I thought.
Yeah, like they always had
Canada's
a
big.
yellow vault. And with that last yellow vault drop, we actually got one here now.
Oh, nice. Congrats. Yeah. I assume you guys filled it already?
Oh, yeah. I was actually out of town when we got it. So there was a lot of on Discord, like everybody only put one puck in. I got like 5 days till I'm back in the city. Please wait for me because I need that blueprint. And
nice.
thank the community waited, and I was able to get a puck in before it was filled. But yeah, that was a little stressful.
Good stuff. So everybody worked together so everybody could get it.
Yeah, we got our own little Discord community going now, and people are on there. It's a pretty active community in Saskatoon.
Where is your yellow vault?
It is at the Western Development Museum.
Okay.
Right by our exhibition grounds. It didn't take long for people to find it.
Do you remember the first question?
How many artifacts are on display?
Oh, wow.
Something like that. And the answer is 75,000 plus.
Oh, okay. I hate those questions.
Well, first time I went to Calgary, I was excited to hit my first yellow vault. Wasn't on Discord, didn't know about the first question,
no.
and got it wrong once. And then
Oh
I
no.
the answer and figured it out. But yeah, no.
I assume if you get it wrong, you just keep getting it until you get it right.
Yep,
Okay.
same one.
Okay. That's at least some sort of give back, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Wow. So, Zach, are you going to? You're definitely gonna play all the events, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play. I mean,
This is fanboy mode for you, right?
it is my idea of fanboy mode. Would have been the default crypto, and it would have been
The 5 cents.
5 cents, and it would have been like 8 months
Okay.
ago or whenever I proposed it. But yeah.
Illusion Weaver said if you love the game 80% and the crypto 20%, this will be fine going forward. If you love the crypto 80% and the game 20%, it won't be for you anymore. It was a personal attack to me, I feel like.
The thing is I mean, that scares me a little bit, because then I'm thinking like, well, then how serious is he about OpenSea? Because like immediately when I would make a change like this, I'd be like, look, we're building for the future, and you'll have other ways to monetize this game.
I think the idea is if you cut down on the rewards, you'll reach more people, and then the game will be bigger, and more people will pay for NFTs of whatever vampire cubies or whatever you want to say.
Right. Yeah. So
it's a long play.
I will hunt during the events, but I probably won't hunt crazy. I don't know for sure. Honestly,
I can't wait to see the next article that wraps up the event and says, hey, this is the hunter who hit the most vaults. Because last time was Beardy with 5,000 something. Let's see what happens this time.
It might not be 5,000, but I assume it'll still be several thousand.
You think so?
I do.
Okay. We should do like an over-under bet.
But I will say, like, gas is really inflation. Gas is really getting up there. I think it's like I'm in the Midwest, and gas is usually like cheapest. I feel like in the Midwest. I could be wrong, but like I feel like
it is.
This is like where it's the cheapest in these states. And I saw like $4.69 today. I was like, damn.
We've been a little bit over that for a while now. Mr. Sage, I hear it's even worse in Canada.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad right now. Yeah. $2 a liter almost.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Like my plan was to come down to the States for July 4th just to get
You don't
back.
click on mathematics.
But I don't know if I'll be doing it now. I still might. I don't know. We'll see. It's up in the air if I'm going to do that.
I just hope that like it doesn't. I mean, I just hope that it does what they want in reality. Like that it keeps the people they want, the audience they want, and allows the game to grow more.
Yeah, and I know the Discord is a small section of the entire Coin Hunt World community, but there's so many people that I saw. Maybe I might be biased here. So many people that I just saw that were like done, not going to play anymore, or like barely going to play anymore. So I'm hoping that we still have the engagement that we used to have, and maybe new people that come on will just kind of just go with the flow and keep going, because I'm just moving some user vaults and keep going.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, if you only hit UVs, the game only hurts you during events and greens. And so, but at the same time, the questions that Cuckoo Pops was asking, like how many events, how will you play if we have an event every single
month?
Yeah,
right.
Like, I mean, to be fair, like to Cuckoo Pop, well, not, I mean, to, I guess, counter his question, like if you would have prefaced that comment with no crypto, then your answers would have changed a whole bunch. But
it was a clumsy setup to say like, hey, let's have events all the time. Also, no crypto during events.
Yeah.
But I get what they're saying, and yeah, I was shocked today.
One of my biggest fears is that I feel like every game that I fall in love with just never reaches mass adoption and always dies. That's not a prophecy. That's just me saying it's a fear of mine. Like, I don't want this game to die. That's why from the beginning I've said, like, find a way, find a way, find a way. But I mean, whatever.
You are like the you're like the prophecy guy from.
Stop it, Beats.
Wherever.
Stop.
You are.
Stop. No, I'm not.
It's Cassandra. That's what it is. Greek mythology. This is a Greek mythology question. Cassandra, cursed with the gift of prophecy, but no one would listen to her. There you are. That's you. That's you, Zach.
Shut up.
Random off-topic stuff. I just threw this in here because my wife was talking about it the other day. Well, yesterday. Since the time that I introduced her to this game, I think she just wanted to kind of glom onto something and be like, "This is my goal." And the whole time she's been saying, "I'm going to get a purple key." That's all she cares about is getting a purple key. And we counted it out the other day, and she's really close. And I just pictured like recording her foraging everything from whites to blues to greens to yellows, and just like freaking people out who don't even want to see like blues to greens being foraged, and just going all the way to one purple key and wasting everything into that. So I just brought that up to you guys as like what do you think of that?
Mrs. H?
I would never forge a purple key. I don't know if I'll ever see a purple vault playing this game. I'm hoping I'll see a red vault if they ever bring them back now that we got a yellow vault here. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't be making a purple key. I mean, it's cool to have, I guess, but yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be an NFT.
Maybe, yeah. Or if I ever get down to Hawaii, if I get 7 people.
Did that affect you at all? Did you think maybe I'll do that? Did you start making plans? Did you look up plane tickets?
I got all 27 tikis really quick.
There you go. Nice.
Girlfriend, if I told her before I had him, if we get all 27 tikis and that's what the quest is, I'll take you to Hawaii. And then that wasn't the case. So still might go, just got to plan it out a little more and get a few other people who have the same time off and maybe get down there. But we'll see. Maybe one day. It'll be there forever, right? So we'll see.
Yeah, just dangling over our heads, right?
Yeah,
Zach, my wife's trying to get a purple key. What do you think? She has a couple things she can sell to get there, but I think she just wants to wait.
Yeah. The only thing that's going through my mind is the only thing that would one up Jenny 808 would be forging up to that purple key and then missing it, right?
Well, that's what she probably did, right? I mean, she probably had rewards and stuff like that from other times because she's been actually playing. My wife's basically been just collecting mystery boxes for the most part.
Oh, I guess that's right. What am I saying? So, but, will we have purple vaults in the future? Will purple vaults be worth $1,000? I don't know. Maybe
All
they're going
great
to be
questions.
worth 500.
Our worlds are flipped upside down at this point. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. I'll definitely get her to record it if she does it, just so at least somebody's like, "Why did you do that?"
Sure.
Great. I think we wanted to skip suggestions right now, just because, man, we're just inundated. There's too many changes right now. So, and there's more changes coming.
Take it.
Yeah, we can't take it right now. There's too many suggestions that probably just say like, go back to the way it was, please. Things like that. I didn't even look, honestly. So we're just going to skip it for this week and move on. Tagging's coming up soon. I didn't put that in here, but do you guys think tagging will change anything?
Well, one of the reasons for today's change is because they know they have to give out more keys, right? I mean, that's the obvious. Like if they're adding the biking quests and then they're going to reward you, I mean, it could be resource boxes, we don't know. But if they're going to reward you with the key, then for tagging, then, I mean, they'll give out more keys, then they're going to give out more crypto. So I don't know.
Mr. Sage, would you be biking at all when that comes out, or skateboarding or whatever, rollerblading, whatever?
I would be biking. I don't know. My bike got stolen recently, so
stolen.
Another one stolen right out of my garage. Yeah. Broke the back of the garage door and a bunch of other stuff too. But my bike was gone.
Was it a nice bike?
It was decent. I had just bought it. I rode it maybe twice.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it was a decent bike, and I don't know. Haven't bought another one yet. I might still, but we'll see. We'll see when the biking quests come up. But
right,
yeah.
I was thinking an e-bike. at this point. But
Cheater.
Cheater. Here we go. That's the
Thought
new.
about that. Is that cheating? I don't know.
That's Beats' new vault rebuilding. He's cheating. He rides an e-bike.
That's it.
He's on the one wheel. He's a cheater.
Zach, do you rollerblade or something?
I do have an e-bike, but I don't really use it. So, but you can call me out as a cheater in every episode if you want. Did you do your cheat quest today?
Your cheat quest today. Nice. I love it. That's good.
If I'm ahead of you on the leaderboards, you'd be like, "Oh, it's because you're cheating."
Yeah, that is the rule. You're ahead of me. It's because you cheated. All right, cool. Well, we're winding it down a little bit, but let's go on to buddy quests. I listed myself first here, so I'll go first. I had a buddy quest this week with Analyte Gleam, who is Crashman/TrashTube's daughter. She was pretty busy, but we did get it done. Took an extra day, but no problem. We got it done. We're good. TrashTube helped out a little bit to coordinating stuff like that. So thank you guys so much. And good stuff.
Mine was with an OG
Mm.
bear claw.
Great snack.
Nice. I haven't seen this guy, guy, I don't know, on the leaderboard for a long time, but I remember this name from a while ago. So he was ready to knock it out pretty quickly, and I didn't tell him this weekend. I didn't tell him everything I had to go on, but I had like my daughter's birthday party, and I was trying to set up like an inflatable, water toy outside with an inflatable pony or unicorn that does sprinkling and clean the house and, please my wife. And so I was pretty busy, and I was just trying to hopefully he messages me when I can like slip away. And I try to be like, drop whatever I'm doing and go do this type of guy. But it worked out, and we got it done pretty quickly. So good. Mr. Sage, did you have a buddy quest?
I did. I had a buddy quest with King Thermos. And,
2 shout outs. 2.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, King Thermos, he was busy the first day, but the next day we agreed to a time and went there that time and got it done. Easy, no problems.
Saskatchewan connection.
Yeah.
You're close to the Regina.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Is there any kind of like this is dumb. Is there any kind of like Sasquatch like tourist trap there? Just because they're not related at all, are they?
No.
Okay. All right, let's move on. All right, the Twitter contest this week is pizzerias. Do either of you guys have a pizzeria near a UV?
Yes, I thought I took a picture and posted it on Twitter. Like I literally thought I did that, and somebody is trying to come in my door. And then I thought I did that, and then I look on Twitter and I'm like, my post is not there. So I'm like, okay, guess I'm not getting that this week.
Wow.
I can still go out and get it. And then I actually saw Mr. Sage post one today, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to like and retweet his tweet, and then I'm not going to do it today, so I'm not competing with him. But tomorrow will be a different story. So, Mr. Sage, you're welcome. I mean, I hope you win. I don't know if you will or not, but.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. Yeah. I think that's all the UVs I have by pizza places that I already took. So
nice.
He's like got a pizza place and he puts like 8 UVs around it.
Well, my one I took, it could either be a bank or a pizza place. They're right beside each other. So
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, and I wrote in here too that mine is kind of just like that I put it in front of the old gym that I used to go to, and it could also be right at the pizza place that's like 2 doors down. So that's the one I'm thinking of. But you know what? I'm just so conditioned to just hit that skip button. I completely forget every time. I just hit skip. I never remember.
It's difficult to remember. Yeah, that's it's drilled into your memory. So do you not have a gym membership anymore, Beats?
My gym allows you to freeze it, which means you're not out of the gym, but you can't come in until you pay again. And so I just said, hey, let me freeze my account. And that was like almost a year ago. So
yeah, maybe you'll have to turn it back on now that you're not making any much.
Yeah.
Crypto.
I mean, like I said, let me start like bench pressing for crypto or keys or something, and I'll be right back in it.
Look, I just want to say, like, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer on the game. I'm not trying to. I mean, I doubt Illusion Weaver or Cuckoo Puffs will listen to the episode all the way to 1 hour and 14 minutes and 8 seconds, or whatever it's going to be. But
Close enough.
yeah, it'll probably be like 40 minutes in. But I like, I'm a fan of the game and I want it to succeed. I want it to excel. So, it's just passion. I'm not trying to. I wouldn't do any better. I mean, obviously the game would have flopped if I was in control by now. So it's just me trying. I'm just passionate about it. That's all.
I think that's where you have to come from with any criticism, is just like, it's coming from like, if I didn't like the game, I would just not play it anymore. But if I'm coming into the Discord and saying something, it's because I want the game to be better. And like we've always talked about, as long as it helps the whole game and the whole community and helps the game keep going, then sure, fine. And that's obviously been growing pains here on out. So I know a lot of people are saying about, well, when's the positive change going to come? When's the good stuff happen? But
to me, I think that'll be like the integration of, an NFT platform. I mean, obviously, people
this year,
right? 2023, I think is what they said.
Oh, all right,
but
yeah.
I think obviously changes like giving you more keys are good, and I think what people want. But they also come with changes like this, where they cut rewards. So like, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
It depends who you are too. Like, since I started playing, there have been good changes, like getting rid of key booths. That was I've never had more keys than now.
Totally true.
Like before, good run downtown, I'd have 50 keys, and now if I just go for my walk, it might take a little longer, and with the mystery boxes added to it, I've never had more keys than this before. So like, since I've started playing, I think the game's way better. Yeah. Even with this change, I can still go hit my normal route, get 10 cents for every perfect, and not much changes. And if I choose not to play during events, that's like, I don't know. It's give and take. I think it's still really good.
There's always been the idea that you could sell the resources for keys later. So there's that. It just, I maybe they could, I don't know. You have to offset somehow getting those keys back in some way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like if you could, I don't know, like pay 3 times as much for what you would get out of a regular vault, like just the maybe if you could do it like once a day, if you could give like 3 blue keys for what 1 blue vault would give you for just the resources and not the crypto. Like if they had a daily thing where you could do that, that'd be a good key sync. I don't know if that's what you're alluding to or not, but
that sounds a little complicated, especially for a new person. But
complicated? What?
I don't know. Like, oh, once a day you can do this. I don't know.
Add it to your level 5 HQ. I'm just saying.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, there's all sorts of things you could do.
There's a 3 blue key sync every single day right there that most hardcore hunters would hit. Just saying.
Fair enough. All right. We've come up to basically the end here. I usually say, hey, we got to stop at reset. It's pouring down rain, so I was like, we can go a couple minutes afterwards. But all right, cool. So, Mr. Sage, thank you so much.
Wait, Mr. Sage, have you watched an episode before?
I have. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. Yeah.
Right.
Since I heard about it, I've been watching them as they come out.
Okay. Well, he probably knows what to do then, Beats. You can go ahead.
Thank you for your service, and go ahead.
I honestly, I don't know.
I mean, you still have to tell him what to do.
You made it seem like it was so simple. We generally give a guest the chance to either, you can say give him the beat, you can end it however you want to. If you want to.
I can end it how I want to.
Yeah, there you go. How do you want to end it?
I'll let you do it. I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh, I wasn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, yes, we know. That's part of the fun, right? That's part of the fun. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We hope to see you on the leaderboards again, and I will make Zach not say anything bad about you.
Sorry for calling you a cheater.
No, it's fine. No hard feelings. No, it's all right. I'm surprised you haven't seen my name at least once, but yeah, it's all good.
I'm pretty sure I have.
I'm the guy that can't remember a popular Queen song. That's like.
Yeah, that surprised me. I think everybody knows.
God.
I think everybody knows. All right, but not everybody.
Everybody
Thank-
but this guy.
Thanks so much, Mr. Sage. Thanks, Zach. I can see the sun glistening off of your face now. You're a golden god. All right, let's end with that. Zach, give him the beat.
All right.